is going on, everybody? So I was thinking the other day, the world's got expensive. It's got really expensive, in fact, and it's even more so always been expensive to be into cars, but at the moment it's almost unaffordable to eat and live. So I thought, what can I do? What can I get for my car under a budget? So I set myself £10, 10 great British dollars, and I thought, who better to look to than our favourite Chinese supermarket, Temu. So I have bought a few things, I think 5 or 6 things from Temu that I'm going to show you, and we're going to see how much of a difference we can do to the car for just £10. So let's get started. In the car, I've only got one thing actually for the outside of the car, so I'll do most of it inside here. But I thought we'd start off with the, the winter season approaching already within us. Or something a bit snug, a bit warm, might even help my hands in those cold winter mornings. So let me put it on and we can see what it looks like. I have very little hopes for this, but I think it's funny, and it was like £1.20. So let's go. You can see from that I have sausage fingers, so that was quite hard to get on. It probably isn't supposed to be that hard, but because I'm me, it was. I don't have much. I don't know how I feel. So this is it. I mean, I've seen it quite a lot on TikTok, and it's a little car thing. I don't really like it, if I'm honest with you. I feel like it's going to come off, and it's a bit dangerous, and I think it's cute. I think it's got potential to be cute if you got the right car for it, but definitely not for this. I don't think for me. I don't know what to think. It's a thing. Also, please don't worry about the state of my car. There's glass absolutely everywhere. I'll put some pictures on, but I'll explain it later when we go outside. My car has been absolutely destroyed by the storm. My next thing was also, this is probably the least fun one I got. It's just a tiny brush, and I thought it'd be useful. I didn't realize how useful it was going to be, but I thought, why not? It was like £1.50 off of Temu. Once again, everything here is off of Temu. It took about 4 years to get to me. But recently, if you haven't seen my TikTok and everything, my car had a tree branch go through the windscreen the other day, and the side of it's destroyed, which I'll show you if you haven't seen the short. The side has been destroyed, the windscreen was destroyed, so there is still glass everywhere. I haven't had a chance to get it proper cleaned and hoovered yet. You would have thought I would have, but let's see if it's any good. I've got a bit of dust on there that I'm going to try and clean up with it. You what, for £1 or whatever this, however much this was, I'll put it on the screen. That's not half bad. I mean, it doesn't do a great job, but for sort of just flicking that glass out that was stuck in my screen for since it happened, which was over a week ago, really useful. Really useful. I'm going to keep this in the car. I'm actually going to make some use out of this one. Trying to get a good range of things to show and things to buy. As I said, I want to see how much we can get, how much we can change the interior of a car for under £10, even though it takes, as I said, half a year to get there. So I got something that's a bit more utility based than fun or helpful. I don't smoke, so this is an ashtray, but I think also it could be a nice little bin. And I do have friends, and my other half sometimes smokes as well. But it's a cup holder bin, so I'm going to put it in, first of all see if it fits, and then see whether it's any use. I mean, obviously it'll be used, it opens up, it's got a light in it, but just to see whether or not it actually sits in there and how disgusting it looks. Still got my little guy on. So I have 3 cup holders in this car. Once again, excuse the mess. I haven't had a chance to hoover it since the windscreen died. But I mean, it doesn't fit in my cup holder very well. I don't think there's really much I can do. I don't know if it'll fit in the back one. The back one's even smaller. Yeah, I mean, I guess it sort of fits in. 1 second. Gobsmacked by this, right? Watch. Let me see if I can do it one-handed. Probably not. It's much smarter than I thought it was going to be. I can't do it one-handed. Oh, that's a shame. It has 2 sizes. Now, for like £2, this is the most expensive thing as well. For sort of the £2 that this was there for, I'm surprised with 2 sizes. That is a bit more snug, actually. That's quite... Do you know what? It doesn't stick in there, but I think for what it is, that does a job. It keeps it out of the way. If someone to put some bits of rubbish, I mean, for me, I'll eat a lot of sweets. My other half, she smokes. It's a bit loud, but honestly, it's not too bad. Some of my sales skills to use here. Do you ever drive your Seat Ibiza and feel like you should be driving a Rolls Royce? Because I do. Every single day, I think I'm a Rolls Royce sort of guy. Not Seat Ibiza sort of guy, but it'll come. This is supposedly it's supposed to put starlights on your roof. Now I don't know how well you're going to see it, especially on this roof at this time of day, but I wanted to make a video in the daylight for once because my camera picks it up better, and also I just prefer to make them in daylight when it's not freezing cold in this country. So I'm going to plug this in and I'm going to see if it does anything. I have two lighting things because I used to have lots of ambient light in my old car. I have very little hope for this to look any good, but we're gonna test it. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the way it protrudes out at me like that. That's a bit off-putting. So I did say I didn't have much faith for it, and that still kind of stands. You see these still little purple dots up here? That's what it's doing. I mean, I guess it doesn't lie, but it covers that part of my car and into about here and here. So there's not really much coverage. It's not the best thing I've ever seen in the world, but honestly, I've seen worse. I won't keep it, but I've seen worse. I got this one because I used to have lots of ambient lighting, as I said. This one costs about 50p. This is supposed to be extra ambient light. Now, it's just an LED stuck in the back of a USB, which I don't think is going to do much. But you know, we're trying to do a budget build here. This is a budget Seat Ibiza build. So let's plug it in and see if it does absolutely anything. It might just be the worst thing I've ever spent money on. I don't know if it's the placement of my USBs in this car, because these are the only two that I have. Well, I had one in a 12 volt. I don't hate it. I don't hate the little bit of light it gives, honestly. It's not too bad, but it doesn't really do more than just have a bit reflecting in this little cubby hole, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I guess when I've got drinks and stuff in there and a lighter and my bracelet and whatever, you can find stuff, but yeah, I'm not super keen on that one. I have to say, brother, that might be the worst one of everything. One last thing for the inside of the car before we go outside and look at my outside bits. Now, this one I actually think might be useful. I do have a car like holder, my phone holder for my car, but this is a magnet. So you stick it to the car, you stick that to the phone case. This one, once again, was like £1, but I've seen this like ones like these for like a tenner at the phone shops down by my flat. I'm going to stick this to the car. I'm going to stick one to the back of my phone case, which I can't record because obviously it's the back of my phone. But then I can see if it works. I don't know how I'm going to record that, but I'm going to try. Let's go. About this, because I'm not sure if I stick it, if I can ever move it again. Here's probably a good place, I think, maybe, because I can't really put there. And yeah, I mean, right, it's stuck on. Well, these vents are also horrible to attach phone holders, which is why I thought this might actually be useful. Now let's put it to the back of my phone. It's stuck quite well. So that's stuck to the back of my phone. Let's see. I mean, I'm just gonna put it on there and see if I stick it. This is gonna be not even facing me, but honestly, yeah, I have zero complaints about that. That works really well. I can only see part of my face, but yeah, I guess. Probably bored of me putting random stuff in the inside of my car, but I think it's fun to do a tenner. Some of that stuff's actually pretty decent. I mean, the magnet holder I was impressed with, the cigarette holder, or the cigarette bin I was impressed with, and the little light as well. I can't complain. I would have spent a couple quid on that anyway. But these are my last days. Now, these are for the outside of my vehicle, but they won't really have much effect in the day. They might. You can definitely see something happening, but they're more for night time. So I'm going to put one now, and we're going to see how it looks now. And then what I'll do is I'll record another video at some point in the dark, and we can see how it really looks. So we go. These are the bad boys. So this is a pink plastic, whatever you call it, cap for the tires, wheels. I'm not sure. They glow in the dark as well, so I think at night it's supposed to make you look a bit like a boy racer. No, I'm not really a boy racer, but I like my cars. I like doing stuff to cars. So I'm gonna put this on now for us, and then we're gonna see how amazing. I've got 4 of these as well, so we can put more on. I'm not sure how I feel. I think this might be the worst decision I made of this car. To be fair, on this side, I think they're probably the least amount of worry. But I mean, yeah, it's interesting. But I'm going to see what they're like going dark. That's the important part. For now, they're just pink hubcaps. And referring to this side of my car, I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. That's all scratched up, my glass all scratched. I have to fix my window, my windscreen, and this is all dented, and as you can see, I mean, it's just destroyed. A brick wall fell on my car in the storm. So my options really, and actually I'm going to let you guys decide what I do here. My options are, I try to actually repaint it. So I get the primer, I wet and sand it, I get some bits of filler, and I get the same paint and I actually spray it, which will look awful, but I'll give it a go. I could get just like a little pen, and I could try to fill it in like a pen filler, you know, the little pen touch-ups, because some of it's not that deep, some of it's a bit gross, but some of it's not that deep. Or, I mean, let me know what you want me to do. If you want me to wrap the whole car a different colour, I'll give that a go as well. I just want to try and do something to hide this, and then I'll fix that. But you know, I hope that you can now see that for about £10, 10 Great British pounds, you can do absolutely nothing worthwhile to your vehicle, but you can make it look like it's crashed directly into a Halfords, which, you know, as I said, this is a budget. We tried to do some stuff to the car for a budget, and all we've done is make it look like I'm poorer than I am. But at least it was something. I just wanted to do something to my car to try and take away all the hideousness from that big old scratch and destruction on the other side, which is a shame, but it is what it is. And as I said, please let me know what you want me to do. If you want me to try and respray it, retouch it up. If you want me to rewrap it, I can try to wrap my car. I'm not sure how well that would go, but I think that's part of the fun. None of these things are going to go well, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So, well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want me to do more stuff like this, then I can set myself a budget. I can do some more Temu shopping. You guys can tell me what you want me to buy, and then I'll obviously will buy it, and I'll do my best to try and rate it and everything. Today, I give all of these things that I bought an 8 out of 10. Honestly, I think some of it's really good. I think some of it's... So, yeah, let me know if you want me to buy anything else, and I'll buy it, and I'll try and do it. And this car's going to become probably a bit of a joke, but that's all part of fun of it, isn't it? I mean, I love this car, but it's fun. It's fun to do these things. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to comment anything, please like, please subscribe, please comment, please share. Do all of the normal YouTuber bits and pieces. And yeah, thank you so much for all your support. Let's try to get ourselves to 100 subscribers. I know that's not a lot, but that's where I want to be. But if I can be by that sort of beginning next year, beginning of 2025, that'd be insane. But thank you guys so much. If you've got any ideas as well for what I can do with the car, or for any other car you want me to have a look at, because I would like to look at getting a project car when I fix this one. So thank you guys again so much. Please like, subscribe, everything else, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.